What's up, YouTube? So, sitting here at urgent care, had to take my stepdad in just to get checked. Wasn't feeling well. Most likely the flu. He wasn't feeling well. He had a negative COVID test the other day, so should be all good. Just want to make sure. But sitting here in the parking lot waiting, thought, you know what? I'll just make a quick video and talk about impressions. So we have impressions coming up in 2022, Long Beach in January. So I'm looking forward to that. This is going to be the first time that I'm attending impressions. So I'm looking forward to see what type of equipment is going to be there. I'm really interested because we've talked about this before on the channel in my other videos, DTF machines, knowing that they've been released. What's out there, like what new almost a year or 2 years later has been invented. We've got a lot of equipment. We obviously know Omniprint's going to be there, more than likely All American's going to be there, McLeod's probably going to be there. From what I hear, Epson might have backed out, they might not be there. So really looking forward to seeing what type of equipment these guys have. I've done plenty of research on their company sites and their YouTube videos on what they're offering, but like most people, I like to see this equipment up front and up close. Obviously we've got DTF machines that are out there now. Everyone and their mama is trying to convert these poo butt little discontinued printers left and right, thinking they're going to be able to start a company with the little, EcoTank printer, converted to DTF with a little stir cup. It's not going to happen, But I'm looking more into the commercial side of DTF because I would like to start a transfer company, designing transfers for other brands, other companies. So that's the direction I'm heading with the company for Esentl. And that's what I'm going to be looking at. Things we've seen obviously is even the powderless DTF transfers, which don't require the whole shaking powder system. So that's kind of interesting. It seems like it almost takes it back to DTG, where you spray the chemical on there, the adhesive, and then you pretty much print. Only in this case, you're spraying your shirt still. The section where you're printing, you're going to spray that with the adhesive chemical, and then you're going to print the transfer, and then you're pretty much going to transfer that film to your shirt, and voila, there's your product. So kind of interested to see what type of development that's in. I'm interested in DTG machines that can do both DTF and DTG. Epson, F2100. I'm kind of interested in that machine and what it's capable of. It boils down to production value and production factor. What's going to save you the most time per print, per transfer? If you're trying to be a transfer company, there's these DTF machines that require a roll. 24-inch rolls, 48-inch rolls, whatever size rolls that go on the printer. Does the shaker heater combo that goes with the printer, does it have a cutting system? But just know that when you're creating these rolls with these transfers, you got to cut them somehow. So that's the thing. You got to go back, unroll them, and then cut them. Yeah, so that's the thing. To each his own. Depending on what type of unit somebody wants to use, that's the benefit, is this equipment is going to be there. As far as companies that have backed out, M&R made a YouTube video stating that they're backing out of Long Beach. Oh well, to me personally, if S&S Activewear, if they're backing out, if Sanmar's possibly backing out, to me, in my opinion, what that means is now this is a great opportunity for the little guy to come in and shine, because he's going to be out there doing his thing. So if you're out there, throwing out blanks, which I plan to be there possibly with Brian Freeman from Substandards. So Esentl and Substandards collaboration. We might, have sublimation shirts at the event. You know, I know for sure he has his thing, but, you know, he's debating what he's going to do. But, you know, like I told him, I said, hey, if these big companies backed out as blank suppliers, then that just makes you stand out because you're selling blanks. You're selling sublimation t-shirt blanks, and you're selling them at the highest level. I sell those same exact blanks because that's what I believe in. Plus the fact that when he's here in LA, I've got the connections on manufacturers here in LA. So my cousin owns a manufacturing warehouse in LA where he manufactures for companies like Supreme and other major companies. So, you know, I told him, hey, you know, I've already got the end to where we've got the people we can meet to manufacture here in the USA, to manufacture here in Los Angeles. Why is that going to matter? Because the product is here. The product is readily available, and we'll have better control, better quality over what we got going on here. And we don't have to, you know, be a victim of having to wait for supply and demand overseas. So having better control, the quality's already there, but we're going to try to make it even better than what it is. So if you guys are interested in sublimation shirts, you can check them out on my website, esentlbrand.com. It's in the sublimation section, or it'll be the first slide you see. You know, sizes small through 5XL. Check it out. But, you know, the bottom line is this is an opportunity to be able to see everything that's out there. I want to see, you know, we're going to see Otto out there doing their hats. We're going to see companies like Pitbull, hopefully, you know, doing their hats. But we're going to see all these hat blank manufacturers. We're going to see, you know, people that are out there selling all their transfers. You know, Stalls is going to be there. Josh Ellsworth is going to be there. You know, I'm looking forward to meeting him. I'll be there. We know Big Brando will be there. Stan Banks has already, you know, chimed in that he'll be there. I'm not sure if A-Dub's going to be there. I think he is. It's going to be a cool event. I mean, it's going to be great weather out here. The show must go on. You know, that's what it's all about. But for me personally, I want to be there because I want to see where the DTF industry is leading. I want to see where it's going. I want to see what equipment is out there. I think the type of machines that we need to be looking for when it comes to DTF are kind of like the Epson F2100, where we have the, what do they call that? You know, to where the print head stays wet at all times. You know, I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but having that, you know, system to where, you know, when not in use can stay constantly in a thing of solution to where it never dries out. That's where DTF printers need to be. I think going forward, this should be definitely the type of technology that's incorporated into a DTF printer, is that type of system, as well as the circulation system for white ink. You know, all inks in general. I mean, I think they all should have that type of system. But hopefully we see more than just a few transfer companies out there. I'm curious to see what type of transfer companies are going to be there. But I'm mostly curious to see who's doing what in the United States, the USA. That's what I want to see, is who's manufacturing here. Because when it comes to things that you can get here, customer service, parts, etc., that's what I'm more intrigued by. I want to see what companies are developing here, but for what price? We all know that there's a lot of companies that are here that are just buying from, you know, overseas, and they're putting a crazy markup on these printers, vacuums, dryers, shakers, whatever. They're putting a crazy markup, 2-3 times markup on these products, and that's insane. You know, we as, you know, companies can just go direct through China or whatever and get them ourselves for, you know, a fraction of that, almost 75% off of what they're charging here. So I'm curious who's doing what here and for what prices, and how that price is going to, you know, kind of balance the reason why I should purchase from you in the States versus going direct to China. So, and then as well, you get to see actually hands-on the companies that are from overseas in China. You get to see what is your customer service like, what is your reputation like, and then you get to see that equipment up close and personal. So that's why I love these kind of shows. It gives you an opportunity to actually see the vendors, and then of course you're going to get some great information from different companies that have been doing the t-shirt business or the print business for a long time. Plus being able to see all the new screen print equipment that's coming out. You know, it's just going to be a fun time. It's going to be really cool to see up and coming brands. The one thing I love the most about these shows, because again, I come from the construction world, so for me, the expo that was equivalent to this one used to be called, well, it is called Surfaces. Granite, and then kitchens and baths, and then flooring, all wrapped up into one. Usually that one's in Vegas, Las Vegas. And that's a cool show, man. You got to see all the latest granite and flooring equipment, tile saws, granite polishers, everything that came out. This is kind of like that for me. So that's why I'm excited for the first time to go to this show and see that. Plus, I'm kind of excited to run into some of the influencers that have influenced me. More than likely, they probably ain't gonna recognize me or give a damn who I am, but it is what it is. We'll see what's up when I get there, you know, how well I've been doing so far. Yeah, but, you know, nobody knows my story. I could care less. I'll put my chips in and get there eventually, but I'm looking forward to actually seeing Big Brando. He's inspired me quite a bit with how real he keeps it, you know, how simple he keeps things. Stan Banks, of course, has been, you know, up there with the top guys that have influenced me in a lot of ways. So I'm looking forward to meeting these guys, seeing these guys there, and I'm just looking forward to seeing who's up and coming. I want to see the little dogs there. I want to see the little dogs trying to become big dogs. This is the best time to see new products that are up and coming from these brands that are trying to launch and get out there. That's who I'm looking for, as fresh meat. I want to see who's got the best tasting meat for the best prices. Plain and simple. So that's what I'm down for. You know, I can't wait. And if any of you guys are going to be heading on out there, you know, hey, post in the comments, give me a shout out, let me know you're going to be there. If you happen to see me, you will, because you'll see Esentl front and back shirts, whatever. You know, I will be giving out some gear if you're a subscriber to the channel and you happen to see me. You know, might be a hat, might be a shirt, might be a sublimation blank, who knows. You know, we'll be giving away some gifts to people that you know, happen to see me and come up to me and be like, hey, I know you. You're that one guy. I don't remember from where, but you're that one guy. I'll be like, yeah, I'm that one guy. So that's what's up. Hope you guys are having a good time. Hope everybody's staying safe during these COVID times. But if you're going to be there, like I said, shout in the comments. Let me know. Look out for me. You know, definitely let me know if you're a company, who you are. But like I said, I'll be out there reviewing and checking out everybody's booth, seeing who's who, the creme de la creme of everybody, whatever. That's going to be a fun time. So until my next video, guys, post in the comments. I'll hit you up there. Peace out, y'all. Later.